Good morning, everybody. I'm here with the amazing psychic Liz Cross. How are you doing today?
I'm here with the amazing Mr. Photon, so I am great. Thank you. How are you?
Sounds good. Yeah, doing good. We're gonna do some crypto video this morning. There's not a whole lot going on, honestly. I mean, it's pretty. There's just not a lot happening in crypto right now. We're getting ready for the summer. Summer's usually pretty chill. But May is coming up, and that's usually a good month. So that's what we're gonna find out today. What's gonna happen in May? We've got some charts from Mr. Shakespeare that we're going to show in the second part of this video. They're astrological in nature, and they show the sentiment for different assets and people and whatever. And he does that for our listeners on the Discord. So we're going to go through some of those charts and find out if the sentiment matches up with the price. And we're going to find out what happens, what indeed does happen in May as like a forecast going forward. In the first part of this video, well, first, I want to invite everybody to my tip jar. If they want to support me for all the videos that I do, it's very much appreciated. Even a few dollars goes a long way. Everybody chips in. So you can see that in the comment section of this video. You can click on ko-fi.com and throw me a few shekels if you appreciate what I do. And then, of course, on the second part of this video, you're going to need to become a member on our Discord. So you can go to patreon.com/remote viewing and beyond. And again, that's only a few dollars a month. So you get a lot of value there. You see all of the videos that we do, public and private, and you get access to our Discord where you can ask questions and, you can submit requests for probes, and you get to just be with us and ask us questions. And we have a lovely community there. So we'd love to welcome you aboard. So, yeah, that being said, let's get into it. The next big thing that I see happening that, may, outside of the tariffs, which we recently probed, is the Fed meeting coming up in May. That's always a chance that they could reduce interest rates. And we probed this a few weeks back to see what would happen, but now we're getting close. So the Fed meeting is in May 6th, I think. It's May 6th. So I think maybe Pal has a better idea of what's going to happen there. Last time we looked at Polymarket, which is like a betting platform, and it's usually pretty accurate. Once you get really close to the event, usually the public is pretty good at calling what's going to happen. So let's bring in Pal and see where he is today with all of this.
Okay, I haven't probed him for a while. I like probing him. Yep. What would you like to know?
So as of today, does he think he's going to reduce interest rates come the Fed meeting in early May?
As of today, which is, let's say the date, April 29th, 2025. Are you going to reduce the federal interest rates in May? Honestly, are you going to reduce the Fed? I'm getting a no.
Okay.
What he's saying is no. I feel, okay, this is what's coming in. There's more to it than that. There's still a lot more deciding factors. I feel like they're waiting for more analysis to come in. They're waiting for some more meetings to take place. So let's ask the founding fathers. On May the 6th, 2025, at the Fed board meeting, will they reduce interest rate? I feel like they very well could, but it's going to be really small.
Yeah, and that's what you got last time we probed. It would only be like a 25 basis point reduction. So let's put Powell out to like the 10th of May and
Okay,
see if he's changed his mind by then.
let's go May 10th, 2025, 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Have you reduced the federal interest rate? Yes, they did.
Was that by 25 basis points?
Was that by 25 basis points? 20, it could be 25 to 50, actually.
Yeah, 50 would be very, very bullish. So let's go over to Polymarket now so we can reveal what they think. So it's changed quite a bit since we probed this last time. It is now a 91% chance. That's what people are betting, that there's no change. And there's a 9% chance of a 25 BPS decrease. This is like a lot different than when we probed this like three weeks ago. We're still getting the same information from you, but the public is now getting more kind of bearish that there's just going to be no change, which is interesting. So just usually how markets work, in my opinion, is when, if everybody thinks there's a 90% of people chance to think something's going to happen, if you get any other of those things happening, it's going to be like it's a surprise, and the market doesn't like surprises, right? So if they were to decrease the rates, right? Like increase it by 25 basis points, which is, they're saying it's highly unlikely. That would be very bad. Like the market would just dump out. If there's no change, like everybody thinks, it's probably not going to do too much effect. You see the usual volatility. And if there's a decrease, like you're saying, by 25, I think you'll get a good reaction off that. The market will really like that because they're expecting nothing. But if you get a 50% BPS decrease, that would be like, wow, the markets are going to pump like no tomorrow, I think, because nobody's expecting that to happen, a 50% decrease, like very few people. So I think it's pretty likely that we see a 25 BPS based on what we just probed. I think the 50 is pretty optimistic, unless something crazy happens between now and then to like make him have to cut 50. Because you can ask Powell, like, he seems to be kind of in a war with Trump right now. That's what it seems like. And like there's like a cold war going on in the background. Does he like Trump?
Do you like Donald Trump? No, absolutely not. Is there like a war going on between? Yes, there is. There is. Do you talk to Donald Trump? No. It's like your people talk to my people, right? Why don't you talk directly to him? He can't stand him.
Mm, yeah.
You think he's a bully? Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's trying to bully him for sure. That's his style. So I would think that he's trying to dig his heels in as much as possible and not like Trump wants him to cut interest rates early, he wants him to cut them hard. And so, because, the Fed, that's not their policy, right? And I think Powell just doesn't not want to give Trump what he wants anytime soon. So,
Oh, so Trump's trying to, okay, so let's ask Trump. Are you wanting the Fed to cut the interest? Absolutely. Yes,
oh
he
yeah,
is. By how much? He wants it down to 2.25%.
yeah,
Good
yeah.
grief.
It's not going to happen, I don't think. But
Oh, wow.
I
Okay.
think like if Powell cuts it, it'll probably only be by 25, I think, because it's just part of his plan, and he wouldn't give Trump the benefit,
The
the
satisfaction.
satisfaction, right? So that Trump can be like, yeah, it was all my plan, blah 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 blah. So yeah, that's good news if we get at least a 25 BPS cut by May. So on the second part of this video, we're going to actually probe the astrological charts to see, the actual forecast of what that would look like. Does that match up? All of that stuff. So before we switch over to the other side, let's look at a few other things quickly. Again, there's not much going on in crypto right now. So I'm not, until we get a new meta, like a new narrative and retail money starts coming in, it's kind of hard to like just probe stuff because just everything's not really doing that well right now. There's not a lot of excitement, not a lot of new stuff coming out. The stuff that does come out, it's not really doing very well. But let's look at a few things, just to see what's going on. So I have a few, like this one launched this week. It's called Candle.tv. It's on Solana. Let's bring in my master team and ask how well it does over the next couple of years compared to Matic in the last bull run of 2021 on a scale of 1 to 10 from where it is now to its ultimate price peak over the next couple of years.
How will this candle on Solana do Matic in the last? From where it is now to its ultimate price peak, it's a 4.
Okay. Next one is called Hatch. This is on BNB or BSC chain. How well does Hatch do over the next couple of years compared to Matic in the last bull run of 2021 on a scale of 1 to 10 from where it is now to its ultimate price peak over the next couple of years?
Oh, Hatch. How well does Hatch do? And it's on which chain? I'm sorry.
Binance
BNB.
Smart Chain. Yeah.
Binance Smart Chain. How well does Hatch do compared to Matic in the last bull run at 2021 on a scale of 1 to 10 from where it is now. So it's a price B. Okay, that's actually scoring high, but I feel like it's a pump and dump.
Okay.
I feel like it's in a 7 or an 8,
Mhm.
but when it drops, it really drops.
Yeah.
And it will not recover.
Okay. Let's see. We'll do a few more here before we switch. We'll do one more here before we take over the other side. This one is called Trust Me Bro.
Oh,
It's got a picture
okay.
of a Trust Me Bros. It's got a picture of a monkey. Uh,
That's funny.
it's on base. So Binance, or sorry, the base chain. How well does Trust do over the next couple of years compared to Matic in the last bull run of 2021 on a scale of 1 to 10 from where it is now to its ultimate price peak over the next couple of years?
From where it is now to its ultimate price peak over the next couple of years compared to Matic in the last bull run of 2021. How well does Trust Me? No, it's a 5.
Okay. All right, let's bring it over to the second part of this video. We're gonna go through the forecast for Bitcoin going into May and into June to see what's coming up based on the astrological charts. They were pretty accurate on the big term going back to like March and April. The big swings we had were pretty much called. Some of the smaller movements, not so much, but the big movements correlated up. So you could have, sold the top, bought the bottom there, according to that sentiment chart in that extreme scenario. So we're going to find out what's happening in May and June to see if we have a similar kind of opportunity there. So if you want to
Yeah.
see that, you got to be a member with us. Go over to patreon.com/remote viewing and beyond. And it's only a few dollars. So we hope to see you on the other side.
Yes, and just to add, those transit charts, those astrological transit charts, those are bespoke for our group. Okay, you're not getting those anywhere else. Mr. Shakespeare has a wonderful computer program. He generates these charts for us. So if you think you're just going to go find these astrological transit charts somewhere else that will correlate to all of these cryptos and funds, I mean, he does so many, you won't find it anywhere else. You'll have to come over to the Discord, and you do that by going to patreon.com/remote viewing and beyond. All right, Mr. Photon, I'll stop this one here. Thank you so much.
Yeah.